Your local library is not just for checking out books or doing research. In fact, some cool programs and events are happening right here in the Bay Area. Sean Mcgarvey, Libraries Administrator for Pasco County, joins us with some, I'm going to say, exciting details, because I had no idea all of these things went on in a library. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
We are excited that you guys are here because you are educating me a lot. I mean, first, let's talk about this skateboard you built in the library.
Yep.
How are these things going hand in hand?
So the libraries, there's been a movement lately called the Maker Movement or Maker Spaces, and it's basically creating a space within the library itself to teach people how to do things that interest them. So if you give me my 30-second elevator speech, libraries have always been about passing down knowledge, and just it was, for the easiest time, it was a scroll and the book and all of that stuff. And in the last 20 years, there's been an explosion of different ways of doing that, with the internet, with computers, with technology, and also old-fashioned just skills that aren't as prevalent as they used to be. And one of those is woodworking. So we dedicated some space, and we work with a local woodworking guild that they generously volunteer their time and effort, and we get to do some really amazing stuff, and like build a skateboard in a library.
And I was going to say also a somewhat tanker track in a library.
We have a robotics team, which is the first robotics challenge. First is an international organization of volunteer for students, teenagers, high schoolers, robotics. It's a 125-pound robot. It's big. It looks like a tank. And our students all across the county come together in one location, and they build a robot. They have 6 weeks to design it, build it, deploy it. They have to raise money for it. It's an endeavor. And I'm one of the head coaches on the team. And we wanted to build a tank this year because of the contest. And we didn't quite have the money for treads. So one of our students ingeniously went out and researched online, and he found a way to make tank treads out of bicycle chain, bolts, and spear gun tubing. That took him 30 hours to build, and it worked. It worked perfectly. It worked just like a tread. It was really amazing. The whole team, there's 16 students, and they all have a variety of skills, and it's really impressive to watch them do something this difficult that I could never do at their age, and pull it off in 6 weeks and compete.
So safe to say, you know, normally you think of, like, if you're bored during the summer months and families are looking for something to do, of course you've got your books. However, you also, if your child has an idea and they don't know how to execute it, you're the place to go. Absolutely.
We've got, so a lot of our branches have during summer, what's called summer reading, and they just have massive amounts of programs. You like bats? We've got bat programs. Do you like computers? We have computer programs. Do you like video games? We have video game programs. We even actually have programs where you can program, little robots and teach them coding and learning how to drive. One of our favorite programs actually is we even have paper mache piggy bank programs where the kids learned how to make paper mache piggy banks. But yeah, if you have students that have a desire to learn something over the summer, we are the place to bring them. We will teach them whatever they want to learn. It's kind of our mission.
And I'm really excited to talk about this upcoming event that you do have, known as LameCon. People are gearing up for the Comic-Con right now in San Diego, but you're saying we've got one in our backyard.
Yes, we do.
It's got some pretty awesome things. Look at the footage there. Tell us about this event. So
this was started in, and I might get the date wrong, but it was started 5 or 6 years ago by a group of teens in the Land O'Lakes Library with the coordination of the staff. And the teens design it, they run it, they fundraise for it, they do most of the artwork selection, they contact the vendors. The staff is there to provide guidance and help if they need it, and to do other more legalistic things for them. And they put it on, and it started with about 50 kids was the first year, and I think like 10 of those were staff. And this last year we had 2,300 split between the dance and then the convention the day over. It's totally free, parents, kids, anybody can come. We have Artist Alley, we have contests, cosplays, video games. They put a ton of effort and time into this. It's really, really impressive to watch.
Okay, I wanted to point out really quick, you've got these cards that you can also make, trading cards for kids. I know we've got a few of those to show as well. I mean, these are amazing.
Yes, we had a very talented graphic artist on staff who had the kids in their costumes and their cosplay outfits pose in front of a green screen, and then he went and put them behind backgrounds, and it was very cool. And these kids, I mean, they put a lot of time and effort into these costumes. It's a very serious thing, and it takes a lot of work. And it takes a lot of work to stand up there and get your photo taken for this kind of stuff. It's pretty awesome.
Okay, and again, the date and time and location?
The dance is on July 30th at the Land O'Lakes Library. The convention is the next day on the 31st, and it involves the library and the rec center right next to it. And that is 2818 Collier Parkway in Land O'Lakes, Florida.
Thank you so much for coming on and sharing all of this.
Thank you very much for having me.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.